Okay, so you guys have sent us some fascinating stuff about AI
Hmm.
and how we interact with machines these days.
Yeah.
And it seems like you're particularly interested in this idea
Mhm.
of how we're kind of moving away from complicated coding and more towards using natural language.
Yeah, it's a fascinating shift.
Right.
I mean, just imagine instead of writing lines of code,
Right.
you could just tell a computer what you need,
Yeah.
just like you would explain it to a friend.
That's what caught my eye, too, in the materials you guys sent.
Mhm.
Things like asking your AI to draft a marketing plan
Right.
or summarize a complex research paper for you.
Absolutely.
It's like having a super intelligent assistant right there at your fingertips.
Mhm.
But what really blew my mind was this idea that this communication leap could even allow us to talk to animals.
It's a captivating thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
The source material explores this what-if scenario.
Right.
Like, imagine asking a bird about potential predators
Whoa.
or a whale about ocean conditions.
Wow. Hold on. Before we jump ahead to talking with dolphins,
Right.
I'm curious about how we even got to this point.
Sure.
How did we move from needing to be coding wizards to simply chatting with our devices?
Well, it's kind of like the difference between,
Hmm.
baking a cake using complex chemical formulas
Okay.
versus following a simple recipe, in plain English.
Right.
For years, interacting with computers was all about knowing precise syntax
Right.
and commands.
Yeah.
But with advancements in AI, particularly in natural language processing,
Mhm.
machines are becoming much better at understanding and responding to just human language.
So instead of needing a computer science degree,
Yeah,
anyone can potentially use these AI tools.
exactly. Accessibility is one of the biggest implications of this shift.
Okay.
AI is becoming a tool for everyone, not just tech specialists.
Right.
And think about all the people who can now leverage AI
Yeah.
to solve problems,
Yeah.
create new things,
Mm-hmm.
and even just simplify their daily lives.
So accessibility is one big plus. What else does this shift bring to the table?
Well, think about how much time you spend wrestling with software
Yeah.
or trying to figure out a complicated interface.
All the time.
Right? With natural language interaction, you can just tell the machine what you need and it does it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the increased efficiency is another major benefit.
It's like cutting through all the red tape
Exact.
and just getting straight to the point.
Mhm.
No more wasting time deciphering cryptic error messages.
Precisely. And that efficiency can revolutionize how we work,
Right.
how we learn,
Mm-hmm.
and even how we create art.
Yeah.
I mean, the possibilities are incredibly exciting.
Speaking of exciting possibilities,
Yeah.
the sources you sent also talk about this idea of humans and machines working together as partners,
Yes.
leveraging each other's strengths.
Yeah, this concept of collaboration is perhaps the most profound implication of this whole shift.
Okay.
Imagine scientists partnering with AI to analyze these massive data sets
Mm-hmm.
and uncovering patterns and insights that would take humans years to find on their own.
I was reading an example where filmmakers were using AI to help them visualize complex scenes,
Oh, yeah.
generating imagery and special effects in real time.
Yes. And think about musicians using AI to compose new melodies,
Wow.
or architects collaborating with AI to design sustainable buildings.
It's incredible.
It's really about amplifying human creativity, not replacing it.
Right, like having a brainstorming partner
Mm,
who can process information at lightning speed
yeah,
and offer completely new perspectives.
exactly.
Now, let's go back to that idea of talking to animals.
Okay,
It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie,
it does.
but the sources you sent suggest it might not be as far-fetched as we think.
It really is a mind-blowing concept.
Yeah,
Think about asking a bird to scout for predators
okay.
or inquiring about ocean conditions from a whale.
I can't even imagine the kind of knowledge
Right.
we could gain if we could tap into the experiences of other species. What would it be like to understand the world from a bird's eye view?
Mm-hmm.
Or learn about the ocean's depths from a whale's perspective?
It's intriguing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And while we might not be having full-blown conversations with animals anytime soon,
Right.
the advancements in AI and our understanding of animal communication
Mm-hmm.
could lead to some breakthroughs in the future.
It makes you wonder what other forms of communication might be out there waiting to be understood.
Absolutely. And just as understanding a bird's warning call could keep us safe,
Right.
understanding how machines think and communicate
Mm-hmm.
can help us leverage their power responsibly and effectively.
So it all comes back to this idea of shared language.
Yes.
But what makes communication so crucial in this context? Is it simply about giving commands and getting machines to do what we want?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And to answer it, we need to look beyond just giving orders.
Okay.
What's truly fascinating here is that this shift is about humans and machines working together
Mm-hmm.
as a team towards a common goal.
So it's about cooperation, collaboration, and co-creation,
Yes,
all fueled by this ability to understand and be understood.
exactly.
It's like building a bridge between two different worlds.
It is when we can communicate effectively,
Yeah.
regardless of whether it's with a machine or potentially even with an animal someday.
Right.
It opens up a world of possibilities.
Yeah.
It allows us to share knowledge, combine our strengths,
Mm-hmm.
and solve problems in ways we never thought possible.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It really feels like we're on the verge of something big here. It's
Right.
not just about new gadgets or fancy software.
It's about a fundamental shift
Right.
in how humans interact with the world around us.
From the tools we use to potentially even the creatures we share the planet with. It's
Yeah.
like breaking down barriers and opening up possibilities that we haven't even imagined yet.
Speaking of possibilities,
Yeah.
the source material also hints at some pretty incredible advancements on the horizon. One that caught my eye was this idea of hyper-personalization.
Okay, I admit that one sounds a bit like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
What exactly does hyper-personalization even mean in this context?
Well, think about the personalization we see today, like
Mm-hmm.
things like targeted ads based on your browsing history.
Right.
That's personalization 1.0.
Okay.
Hyper-personalization takes it to a whole new level.
Okay.
Imagine machines that understand your needs and preferences on like a much deeper level.
Yeah.
Almost like they can read your mind.
So it's not just about suggesting a products you might like
Well,
based on what you clicked on last week or something.
right.
It's about AI anticipating what you need before you even know you need it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Imagine a world where your AI assistant knows you're stressed
Okay.
and proactively suggests a meditation session,
Wow.
or helps you rearrange your schedule to reduce overwhelm,
That would be incredible.
or an AI that understands your learning style
Okay.
and tailors educational content to your specific needs.
It's like having a personal coach, a therapist, and a tutor all rolled into one.
Right.
But with all these advancements,
Yeah.
do the sources you sent mention any potential downsides? Or
Right.
things we should be cautious about?
Yeah, it's important to remember that no technology is without its challenges.
Right.
One concern highlighted in the source material
Yeah.
is this potential for unintended consequences.
Okay.
Even with natural language processing, there's always the possibility of a machine misinterpreting a command
Mm-hmm.
or taking an instruction too literally.
So just like in human communication,
Exactly.
things can get lost in translation.
Right.
But with AI, those misunderstandings could have much bigger repercussions, right?
Precisely. It highlights the importance of clear and precise communication,
Yeah.
even more so when we're interacting with machines capable of making decisions
Right.
and taking actions on their own.
Yeah.
We need to be incredibly thoughtful about how we design and train these systems
Mm-hmm.
to minimize the risks of those misinterpretations.
It's a good reminder that even though we're talking about machines understanding human language,
Yeah.
we still need to be mindful of how we communicate with them.
Absolutely.
It's like learning to speak a new language almost.
That's a great analogy.
Right.
And just as learning a new language takes time and effort,
Mm-hmm.
developing AI that can truly understand and respond to the nuances of human communication
Right.
is an ongoing process.
So what's next on the horizon? What kind of future do these sources envision with all these advancements in human-machine interaction?
The sources paint a picture of a world where AI is seamlessly integrated into our lives,
Okay.
not just as tools, but as partners and collaborators.
Partners. Wow.
We can expect to see entirely new industries emerge
Okay.
from this fusion of human ingenuity and artificial intelligence.
Industries we can't even fathom right now.
Exactly. Just think about how the internet transformed
Right.
the way we communicate, work, and even shop.
Mm-hmm.
The advancements in AI have the potential to be even more transformative.
Wow.
We're talking about changes that could revolutionize healthcare, education, transportation,
Yeah.
just about every aspect of our lives.
It's both exciting and a bit mind-boggling
I know.
to try and wrap our heads around all the possibilities.
It is.
But it also feels like a huge responsibility.
Mhm.
We're not just talking about the next cool gadget here.
Right.
We're talking about shaping the future of humanity.
You've hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
The future of AI isn't predetermined.
Okay.
It's being shaped right now by the choices we make,
Mm-hmm.
the research we conduct,
Yeah.
and the conversations we have.
Right.
And that's why it's so important for everyone to be engaged and informed about these advancements.
So it's not just about the scientists and engineers in the labs.
Wow.
It's about all of us as a society being aware of the potential and the challenges of AI.
Absolutely.
It's about having these conversations and making informed decisions about how we want this technology to shape our future.
That's a powerful message.
Yeah.
It's about moving from being passive observers to active participants in shaping the future we want to see. And that future has the potential to be truly remarkable.
So where do we even go from here? What can our listeners do to stay informed and maybe even get involved in shaping this future with AI?
Curiosity is key.
Okay.
Read articles. Explore different AI tools online.
Right.
Maybe even try experimenting with some of them.
You sent over some sources mentioning these AI image generators
Oh, yeah.
and language models. It's incredible what they can create.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to dive into the technical side a bit.
Okay.
There are tons of resources available online that explain AI concepts in a way that's accessible.
Right.
Even if you don't have a computer science background.
Like learning a new language, right?
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
And just like learning a language opens up new ways of thinking and communicating.
Right.
Learning about AI can open up new ways of understanding the world around us.
Yeah. So it's about staying curious, exploring these tools, and maybe even getting a little bit technical. What else can our listeners do to be like active participants in this AI revolution?
Engage in the conversation.
Okay.
Attend webinars. Connect with experts online.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask questions and share your own perspectives.
So it's about being part of the dialogue.
Yes.
Not just passive consumers of information.
Exactly. And remember, the future of AI isn't something that's happening to us.
Right.
It's something we're actively creating together.
That's a powerful thought.
It is.
So to wrap things up, let's recap the key takeaways from this deep dive into talking with machines.
Okay.
And maybe even animals someday.
We started by exploring this incredible shift from complex coding to natural language interaction. A shift that's making AI accessible to everyone, not just tech wizards.
We talked about the amazing benefits of this evolution.
Yes.
The increased efficiency, the potential for incredible collaboration, and the possibility of creating things we haven't even imagined yet. And we even ventured into that mind-blowing realm of communicating with animals.
I know.
Exploring this idea that shared language might be the key to understanding and connecting with other species.
Absolutely.
We also touched on the importance of being aware of potential downsides, like
Yes.
unintended consequences from miscommunication,
Right, yeah.
while still embracing the incredible potential of AI to solve problems and improve our lives.
We're really at a pivotal moment in history. The choices we make today will determine how this technology shapes our future.
So until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Yes.
Stay curious and remember the future is ours to create.
Absolutely.